Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What?
Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. You're all of the Appian way here with a little bit of a surprise for you. I'm playing Total War Saga Troy Mythos on Steam. I've had access to the DLC for about a week-ish now, about a week, since before the tournament anyway. And I've had to pretty much like bite my tongue and not say anything until today, August 6th, when I'm able to show you the gloriousness itself. A special thank you to Creative Assembly for reaching out to me and saying, hey, we really appreciate all of the content you've been making for Troy over this past year. We want to reward you, me, with a little bit... What's he looking at? We want to reward you with just a little bit extra early access, even more early than I would normally receive otherwise. So I have this huge opportunity here to show to you the Cerberus and the Gates of Hades and this battle replay. Well, and okay, this replay is just me versus the AI. Something sort of thematic while we're here at the Gates of Hades. Aeneas has traveled to the River Styx and is conversing with some of the fallen. The Cerberus, of course, guarding the gates, and the Spearmasters of Elysium, the Marksmen, the Shades, the giant Shades, all standing guard, but I'm hunting them. I'm playing an archer trickster hero, escorting none other than a friggin' Cyclops. Yes! You'll always be number one in my heart, Cyclops. Always. Anyway, let me tell you about this battle replay I had, again, against the AI, so it might seem a little one-sided, but I gotta kill all of them, so here we go. I've got an Achaean Slinger, and I brought some classics here. I brought 4 Warriors of Ithaca, capped at 4, that's right. They have their golden border, and they're capped at 4 now. And 3 heavy sword skirmishers, the Achaean Slingers are leading the way, and the Marksmen of Elysium open fire immediately on the Achaean Slingers. Let's see how they do. It looks like that first round actually fell short because they stopped just in time, but here comes the real vol. Ooh. Oh my god, it's bright. And there goes the Achaean Slingers. They're done. They've had enough of this, but that's their job because I'm trying to get my Cyclops up here, who still chucks boulders, yo, into the Shades. Oh, that made me happy. That made me so happy. Good lad. Good lad. I'm going to keep him up here in boulder chucking range. The Bowmen, the Marksmen of Elysium seem to be focusing on other important targets here. They've now switched their focus over to the heavy sword skirmishers because they still can't see the Warriors of Ithaca. Lucky me. This is exactly what I want. Okay, the Cerberus is calling down this beautifulness. Cyclops got himself a bonfire of heavy sword skirmishers. My Slingers came back, so they're shooting back into this. That's cute. That's nice. My Warriors of Ithaca are now in range, in detection range, so they're going to charge on in here. Just some simple wretched Shades, though. They don't have much of a chance. Oh, those javelins were for Aeneas, however. We've engaged Warriors of Ithaca, the original OP unit of the game. Getting their opportunity. They're getting shot up, though. They're discouraged by the Marksmen of Elysium arrows, but they're going to unleash some javelins right into the backs of these wretched Shades who have no prayer. My Cyclops is going toe-to-toe with the Cerberus because somebody has to. Might as well be a giant one-eyed beefy boy. Yeah, he's a little bit outclassed, though, unfortunately. He's weight class gargantuan just like the Cerberus is, but the Cerberus is really, really well made for this. Just saying, I've got the heavy sword skirmishers out here just chucking their javelins as best they can. Still not great for the Cyclops. I've used up all the ammo on this Warrior of Ithaca over here, and the Marksmen of Elysium are around, just around. There, my Achaean Slingers have finally shattered. I do have my Warriors of Ithaca going toe-to-toe with the Spearmasters of Elysium, and doing okay. The Spearmasters of Elysium were a scary unit. They're a... Let's see, what is this? They are a heavy class, resistance to flanking, unbreakable, with a 68 melee defense spear unit. These guys are ridiculous. Oh, there goes another Fires of Flethagon. Oh, my poor... Yeah, no, I won that handily. No big deal there. Cerberus, though, tearing apart my my Warriors of Ithaca, even with the Cyclops here, trying to help this out. So, they're out of here. They're done. Wait, he said something. That's right, the Cyclops activating his brand new ability. His freaking Earthquake. He summons a Earthquake and just hammers the ground, and it debuffs everybody. Right? Oh, nice, Cerberus. What's up? What's up? But it's looking okay for me right now. But I've got some issues. Thankfully, though, the Warriors of Ithaca still OP enough to handle the Spearmasters of Elysium. The problem was if they only did more than 85 damage. But they'll never escape the Warriors of Ithaca here. And, oh, look at that. Warriors of Ithaca have come back. I've got some giant shade issues here. They're chasing my hero. My hero's going to have to try and stay on the ground. My Cerberus is still losing. Nice little puppy roll from the Cerberus. I'm going to need some help if I'm going to be able to finish this off. I do think I've got the Spearmasters of Elysium under control. That Warriors of Ithaca is regrouped. This Warrior of Ithaca is regrouped. But my Archer Trickster hero is in trouble. My Cerberus is in trouble. Howl of the Underworld activated by the Cerberus, demoralizing my forces in here, but also demoralizing his. That's nice. Can't affect ally units. That's it! Reinforcements have arrived! You thought I just brought a Cyclops. Nah. Here's the Griffin. Griffin v Cerberus action for you. Because I needed something to distract him long enough for my my Cyclops to get out here and just execute some fallen ancient epic heroes. They don't want any of that. But let's get back to the show. It's the heavyweight matchup. I mean, the gargantuan weight matchup. Oh my god! Sometimes all I can do is sit back and watch. You know? It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. I can't wait until I can activate the debug camera appropriately. I've been trying to, but oh yeah. Epic abilities right there. Which one was that? I think that was the rallying screech, which counters the Cerberus's terrible howl. Thank you, Homer, for calling the victory. The only one who isn't unbreakable here is Aeneas, and he wants out. He's done. He's like, I've had enough of this. I've summoned down the Wrath of Hera on him, which is this goofy little cloud that rains black raindrops all over him, and he's like, I'm done. Get me out of here. No, thank you. What is... Hold on. I want to get the full stats here of that debuff. It is right here. Oh, yeah. The Wrath of the Goddess. Minus 30% melee defense, 30% speed, 30% melee attack, and 12% stamina. There's the Cerberus fallen. My Cyclops getting himself a tasty treat out of that. I've landed the Griffin Patriarch because you can do that now. That's an option for the photo ops. Guys, it's so good. It's so good. Spearmasters of Elysium. Only 5 kills against that Warrior of Ithaca. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed, Spearmasters. You're going to have to do better than that. The Cerberus, though, looks like a hell of a lot of fun unit. Though I think the best unit out of the Cerberus roster, other than, obviously, the Cerberus, it's got to be the Marksmen of Elysium, though. They just... Their arrows cause I think a melee debuff as well as a morale debuff, which is just so good to support your other forces with. I'm really looking forward to playing Cerberus with Aeneas, though, because of all of the expendable units that Aeneas can bring, which feeds the Cerberus's wrath, and once you get 1,800 kills on a battlefield, they just all super buff up. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Let me show you another battle replay I made here. It wouldn't be a battle versus the AI with me if I didn't bring my favorite muddy boys. That's right, Club Warriors. I'm playing as Mycene this time, and I'm playing against a Phthian Hydra-themed army here. Let me quickly go over the units that I've brought. Some of the OGs, like, you know, Militia, yeah, Militia. The Club Warriors, yeah, of course. I've also brought an Aramaspoise spearman. These are my friendly my friendly guides here. The narrative I'm going with on this one is that the Aramaspoise spearmen, the famed hunters that they are, have tracked down a Hydra and its host of servants, and Mycenae is here to deal with it. But what's this we see in the distance? Are those the good kitty gals and boys and Cordavantes? Yes, they are. Do you like cats? I like cats. Cordavantes are brand spanking new. They're kind of a monstrous infantry here. Their weight class is heavy. They're experts in flanking, good armor piercing damage, damage dealer. They are they're immune to psychology. They have strong vigor. They are not unbreakable, but they have this new ability called Lion's Roar, which is a bit of a control aspect of it. For 40 seconds around it, for 60 meters, minus 10 morale, and they cannot use special abilities. So you use these guys to like escort your hero around Achilles, and all of a sudden Achilles is sitting here going, why can't I divine challenge that archer hero? Because the Cordavantes are Angry Roar. I brought 2 of them. I've brought a pair of reinforced chariots to escort my defender companion. And one more thing, you might have seen it on the lead up. That's right, a Minotaur! I love this guy. He's got a body tattoo. That's his own labyrinth as his cheat sheet. How awesome is that? Also, you can't see it here because of the grass, but he's got toes! A Minotaur with toes, which is appropriate for Greek myth, but it just looks pretty goofy if you ask me, but I love it all the same. I would not ask for... Look at him. Look at that face. I would not ask for anything else. I love this Minotaur. I also love... There's got to be a story on this body tattoo, right? Like, he had to have found a tattoo artist to put that on him, because you think he could do that on himself? No way. And that poor tattoo artist had to probably remind the Minotaur every 5 seconds, no, I'm not just stabbing you. There's a purpose for this. There's a purpose. Alright, I'm wasting enough time. Let's get into this. Now, my opponent's the Lernian Hydra, who's already opening fire with his spit bombs on my militia. Boom. 1 dead lad. Oh, he's gonna get back up. He's okay. He's alright. The Lernian Hydra is actually kind of a ranged unit. It has this spit attack at 280 range, which is absurd. I've got a Hydra Priest in here, which got some nasty spells. Got a Hydra Defender in here, which is a heavy infantry with good defense. It's not amazing. It's just kind of okay, if you ask me, by stats-wise. It's got really good morale, though. And then the Drinkers of Venom are just like these mobs with a boatload of hit points. I mean, a ton of hit points. The Hydra Defenders and the Drinkers of Venom have the same number of hit points. I've also got a Giant Vanguard in here and the Giant Champions to kind of show them off, because these guys look really cool, too. Now, giants in Greek myth have legs of snake, right? And that means they look like they're wearing snakeskin leggings, which makes these guys the dopest pro wrestlers in the freaking Total War Saga. I love it. All right. So, we're kicking this battle off. I went ahead with my light infantry into this portion while I'm going to go ahead and just try and cross here as quickly as I can with the Minotaur. I use his one of his abilities right off the bat. It's this gore ability. Huge initial damage and damage over time effect with bleeding, right? Strong against single targets, so I use that immediately on the Lernian Hydra, and I support him with the Cordavantes, so I can use their Savage Roar and just kind of shut down everything here from the Lernian Hydra and the Hydra Priest. Drinkers of Venom, I'm going to go ahead and charge in here, but I've already got my chariots across, and I'm like, yes, tasty light infantry, yes please. There are the Giant Vanguard is over here, though, so that's a problem for my chariots, so I'm going to immediately turn my chariots around, and then, oh, that's Hydra Defenders, that's also a problem for my chariots, so I'm going to turn my chariots around again, I'm going to try and get them out here into the open midfield so I can go after the Hydra Archers. This is another new unit here. These pale guys really got to do something about their whiteness. They got to check their privilege and just die to chariots. That's what I mean, yeah. Anyway, so I've got a pair of Club Warriors engaged with this Hydra Defender. You can see it's actually not going too hot for them. They're having trouble dealing with the with this juiced up juiced up poison lad here, because they also provide a debuff on people that they hit with their poison. And then they got a little bit of regeneration too. So there's a kind of absurd, all said and told. But meanwhile, the Minotaur is going ham with the assistance of the Cordovantes on this Lernian Hydra. I've also got my Defender Companion out here. He's toe-to-toe with the Hydra Priest while throwing down buffs for my guys. There goes another one of those roars, just to make sure that the Lernian Hydra doesn't activate any of his abilities. Completely shuts him down. I think this is going to be a good campaign trick for people if you're facing off against the Hydra or the Cerberus. Use those Cordovantes. Shut down that Hydra's abilities as best you can. I got my Chariot still running around all over the midfield here. I've already done heavy damage to that Hydra Archer. Reinforced Chariots of 45 kills, this one with 87, but I'm still getting chased by a ton of heavy infantry. Not ideal for Chariots, and there's plenty of terrain here. I'm still doing okay. Let's see if I can't find the other mass boys, see what they're up to. Their routing is what they're up to. We got 91 kills with them still, but ooh, huge poison effect. I guess that roar ended. Look at what happened to that giant vanguard, though. Oh, they're healing. This is their ability. They punch their fist into the earth, and they take the love of the goddess Gaia, and it heals them some. Freaking rad to see it in action there. I did lose a Cordovantes. My Cordovantes are broken. One group of them are, anyway. But as you can see, in the meantime, the Cordovantes and Minotaur combo, too much for the Hydra. That Minotaur is tasty. Now, you might be asking yourself, if you're paying extra close attention, wait a minute, Appian, you're playing as Mycene. Why do you have Cordovantes? I don't know. I went into this game thinking I was going to play as Hector. I really did. And then, let's watch out Hydra just die real quick. And then I noticed that all of the factions that should have Cordovantes had Spartoi, and all the factions that had Spartoi had Cordovantes. I've already let CA know that that's a mistake, and it probably won't be a problem when the game comes out September 2nd. Because as you can see up here in the top left corner, development in progress. Development in progress. It is early access after all. Look at those Club Warriors coming uphill into the Giant Champions. Take a look at the Giant Champions. They got these really, like, I love the leggings. I love the legs. It's freaking awesome. The hat is so dope too for the Giant Champions. They're facing off against Militia, so my Militia should lose this. Oh no! They routed the Giant Champions. They're getting out of here. They've had enough. They've killed 44 of my troops already. I've got the Archer Skirmisher Hero pinned down. My poor Militia, though, losing to the Hydra Defenders. I completely underestimated the Hydra Defenders with their healing and their poison effects. They just handled everything I threw at them for the most part. Club Warriors not doing so hot. I've got a routed reinforced chariot, but I did shatter a good portion of their forces. All that's really left, though, at this stage is a Hydra Archer and that Hero and that Hydra Defender. I gotta find a way to deal with the Hydra Defender. I did regroup the Aeronamasquoi Spearmen to chase off the Drinkers of Venom here. Okay, alright. What's left? Hydra Defenders, Archer Skirmisher Hero, Hydra Archers. Let's get a close-up look at this as I charge in Club Warriors to flank these, whoops, I accidentally hit the end record button, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you the last few bits here of the battle. This is the my flank attack effort here on the Hydra Defenders. Homer's going to go ahead and call the battle for me. By the way, take a look at the map. This is Sacred Creek, one of my favorite maps because it has all 4 terrain types here. I activate the Cordovantes Savage Roar, that's what that was. Or that might have been the Minotaur's yell, but man, guys. Man. Sacred Creek. I'm going to show you some more shots of the battlefield in a second with the end battle screen, but like... So yeah, that was unexpected of the Minotaur. I was really impressed with how he was able to handle the Hydra with the support of the Cordovantes, to be sure. The Cordovantes definitely took damage for it, but like, really good performance, I'd say, if you can kill a Hydra like that. And then the other part of it, like, I definitely underestimated the Hydra Defenders, you know, lackluster stats, but that regeneration and the poison that they give off make them a really good stand-up unit, I'd say. And then, you know, Club Warriors still do the job. and chariots still definitely do the job. So I love that we get all of this mythology, and it already feels balanced to a position where it still feels like Total War Saga Troy. And I say that because, like, one of the concerns in the back of my head is that, like, you know, adding in all of this mythical craziness is still going to make for it's going to make for, like, this completely over the top, completely new style of gameplay experience, and it wouldn't feel like Troy anymore. But the battles still feel very much like Troy. Things that you knew to be true, like the Defender Companion heals your troops, your Club Warriors are really good, your chariots, heavy chariots are a necessary tool. Those things still hold true. The only thing that's changed are the mythical units, right? I don't know. It's just phenomenal. I'm loving every second of this. I really am. And I cannot thank enough, and I'm going to do this probably in every video. I'm going to start every video by thanking CA and giving you guys the lowdown on, hey, by the way, big surprise, I have access to this early. In particular, I'd love to thank the CA Sophia team and, you know, marketing, as well as Nathan and Josh, who work directly with content creators. Like, they've been excellent, I'd say, in this entire process, and I'm very, very excited that I can bring you this content, and I can't wait to bring you more. There's going to be more stuff soon, alright? So keep your eyes peeled to my channel. Whew. That's it. Ta-ta. I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next video.